What's up, guys? It's Andrew Schlag with the Real Estate Level Up podcast. And on a lot of these episodes, I talk a lot about real estate because, it's kind of what I do. And I have something very different to share with you on this podcast, though. And I'm excited to share it with you because as we go through life, many of you find all sorts of different tools that help you support your family, take care of those around you, and hopefully live your freedom life. I have friends who make great money in real estate and many who find financial freedom there. And I have friends in many other industries, including myself. I have other businesses as well. And so looking at business as a whole, at the end of the day, it's something that gives us the ability to care for those around us, to create a great life for ourselves, and to live our freedom life. So I want to share with you a few key points about finding and living your purpose and having your business be a tool that helps you get there. And it all starts here. This is the most exciting part. This is why I'm excited to share this podcast with you. It all starts with your mind. And in each of our minds is all of the programming we grew up with. For me, I grew up believing money was difficult to make. For me, I grew up believing that making money was not only difficult, but sometimes it was nearly out of reach, and money didn't grow on trees where I was from. So in all of these belief systems around money, I continued for several years, even after I started making a good income, to live under those beliefs and to continue to live a limited life from my limiting beliefs until I found release from those. That's what I want to share with you today. No matter what business you find, no matter what tool that you're using to be able to live your freedom life, to be able to get to where you want in life, to make cash flow or whatever it is that you are growing towards, ultimately the mental freedom, the ability to attract tremendous people around you, the friendships of your dreams, the relationships of your dreams, to live the life of your dreams is really what we all want. And one of my main passion is to help people find a great relationships with themselves, because that's where it all starts. If we have a low self-image or a lack of belief in ourselves, then it reflects in our relationships with others and everything else we do. So to have a great relationship with ourselves is a tremendous start to massive growth. To have a great relationship with God, to realize that we were made for a greater purpose to help others and help those around us. And when we begin to have our purpose and our baseline of what we do to outgrow us, life becomes much more adventurous. And then lastly, our relationship with money. If we can change those three relationships, our whole world changes. And that's what I found in my life when I began to change my beliefs around those three things. Everything else began to fall in place. And so what happens is not that it always is easy to run business, not that it's always perfect to run business, but it is something that is massively changing. And now we realize the business is there to support us and not the other way around. And for the first several years of my business, I worked day and night, putting money back into the business, would make a check and just put it back into the business so that one day I could be rich. And then I realized when things don't go as planned, that plan sucks. I want your business paying you well and you to be stepping closer every single day into the life of your dreams. Some of you listening to this may already have a successful business, and others of you may just be getting started. Either way, if we can develop the mindset that attracts wealth, attracts amazing people, attracts the right relationships, if we can begin to attract those kind of things into our life, we attract who we are. So it all starts with working on becoming the person who you want to attract. So when our mindset begins to get right, we begin to show gratitude every single morning. Even when things go crappy, I still show gratitude. Many people see the life of someone successful and say everything appears to be easy for them, except the reality is when someone is successful just means that we've changed our way of thinking. Doesn't mean we don't get knocked down. Doesn't mean challenges doesn't come or that there's not mental pressure sometimes. It just means that we've learned through everything to show gratitude, to make smart decisions quickly, and this is a writer downer, guys. And make sure that you're always progressing forward. I talk with people often because in the beginning of my business, I big time was a people pleaser. In fact, as I began the business, I made it more about pleasing everyone else and put myself and my business very last place. I quickly realized that is no way to run a business. Now, in the business I'm in, it's very important. In real estate, for example, that the seller win, the person I'm buying the house from, the buyer win, the person I'm selling the house to, and that me and my company wins. Because if everyone's not winning, pretty soon your business is going to suck. So make sure that you are developing the right mindset to attract the right people, the right deals, the right businesses, the right relationships. And it starts with something as small, no matter what level you're on, as showing gratitude. Every single day, think of 5 things you're grateful for. Write them down. Remind yourself of those. Every single day, come up with 3 action steps for the day that help you get closer to your objectives. What's 3 things I can do today that help me get closer to my goals? Maybe I'm going to make a post on Facebook about my business. Maybe I'm going to look for somebody who I could do a joint venture or a partnership with and do this deal or do this business launch or do whatever it is that I want to do. No matter what business you're in, it all comes down to relationships. Frankly, if you're in business, you're in the people business. And other than a few variations of that, maybe some online business where you're doing literally nothing except day trading or something that doesn't involve the people side of the business, except for most businesses, they involve being a people person. Attracting the right people. I don't mean a people person as in you got to be an extrovert, be friendly, and talk to everybody. I mean that you begin to understand that attracting the right people around you, that people have everything you want. If you're selling a product, a service, a property, or anything, who are you going to sell it to? People. If you're selling something, if you're looking to buy something, who are you going to buy it from? People. When you can become the person that attracts the right people around you, your whole world begins to change. That's why masterminds are so important. That's why communities are so important. That's why I build communities wherever I go and attract amazing people. That's why I have the best partners and the best team around me, is because people are so important in everything we do. On the personal side, for human connection, I believe it's very important for our health, for our growth to be around people. In fact, if you're around the same mental space every single day and just your own, you're only going to know what's in your brain space. But as you begin to expand your knowledge by reading books that people have written, by reading whatever it may be, listening to audio books, watching some trainings online, and surrounding yourself by quality people who are levels ahead of you in certain aspects of their life, you learn from them and they learn from you, and you all lift each other up. That, my friend, is the exciting freedom life. Travel where you want, when you want, for however long you want, and don't worry about a thing. That's what I want for you. Each of you listening to this podcast, it all starts with the mindset of a millionaire. The mindset of not just a millionaire in money, but the mindset of a truly successful person. The mindset that doesn't say, I can't afford that. The mindset that says, how do I afford that? Not the mindset that says, I'm not worthy of great friends. The mindset that says, how do I become the amazing, incredible person that I know I was created to be, that attracts amazing, incredible people around me? Something that's very important to me is the words that we use. I used to say things like, well, sometimes I just don't attract the right people, or sometimes I attract this. And I would say negative statements, except I realize that those are so important to not say. I realize that I only attracted some people like that because that's who I thought I attracted. That's who I thought I was worthy of. I see myself as low worth, worthless, as they say, because of low confidence, low self-esteem. And when that began to change, everything changed. Because now I attract amazing other self-confident people who are also incredible and amazing, like myself. My mastermind is filled with incredible business owners who are loving, caring, kind. My partnerships that I have, my team around me, everywhere I go, I attract amazing and quality people because that's who I chose to become. You see your self-worth, others see it in you. Everybody wins. Rise to the level that you know you were created to be. You were created for so much more. Don't settle for less. You have so much more greatness within you than you have yet tapped into. I challenge you. Go to work finding what that greatness is. Ask God to show you what that greatness is. I guarantee you it's there. I want you to find that, to begin to use that to grow your wealth, your relationships, your knowledge, and your life. Great things are ahead to those who surround themselves by the right people. Choose to surround yourself by the right people. Think bigger. As long as you're thinking, you might as well think big. So think big, dream big, don't limit yourself. Every day when you see a self-limiting belief or a negative talk come up, make a conscious decision. I'm no longer going to say those negative things about myself or those around me. In fact, ask yourself, if my friends talk to me the way that I talk to me, would I hang around them? The answer for me used to was no. Now the answer is yes. Why? Because I know I'm awesome. And so are my friends. And when you truly believe that about yourself, everybody wins. I used to go around with my head down thinking I'm not worthy. I want you to live the best life you can, to have an amazing, incredible wealth, cash flow, relationships, fun, travel, whatever it is you want to experience, to take care of those around you, to give an unlimited amount, to feed kids who are hungry, whatever it is that you're passionate about. I want you to be able to accomplish that. And it all starts with the mindset of wealth, which all starts with showing daily gratitude and taking daily action steps, 3 daily action steps toward a goal, no matter how small they seem. Got a lot more I could share, but for the sake of time, we're going to wrap up this episode of the Real Estate Level Up podcast, and we'll see you on the next one.